Repent, for the judgment of the Lord is near! Woe to you!
The book of Revelation contains some of the most mysterious and terrifying visions ever recorded. Among them is a scene so intense that it reads like the climax of a cosmic war. Two men appear on the stage of the last days. They stand in the middle of a collapsing world. They preach when silence is demanded. They speak truth when deception rules. And for a time, no one on earth can kill them. Their story appears in Book of Revelation chapter 11. The Apostle John the Apostle sees them in a prophetic vision. He calls them the two witnesses. But they are not ordinary men. They arrive during a time of global chaos. The Antichrist is rising. Judgment is shaking the earth. The world is drowning in rebellion against God. Yet in the middle of darkness, God raises two voices that refuse to be silenced. For 1,260 days, 3.5 years, they stand in the streets of Jerusalem. Day after day they proclaim the truth of God. And the world hates them for it. But hatred cannot stop them. Because heaven has given them terrifying authority. If anyone tries to harm them, fire comes out of their mouths and devours their enemies. These witnesses are not protected by armies. They are protected by divine assignment. As long as their mission remains unfinished, death itself cannot touch them. They have power to shut the sky, so that no rain falls on the earth. They have power over waters, to turn them into blood. They can strike the earth with plagues, whenever they choose. Their authority echoes the miracles of Moses and Elijah. Because their mission is not entertainment, it is confrontation. They confront a world that has rejected God. They confront a system built on lies. They confront the rising kingdom of darkness. And the world cannot stand it. Governments cannot silence them. Armies cannot defeat them. Weapons cannot stop them. Because heaven has spoken one decree. They cannot die, yet. But prophecy always moves toward its appointed moment. The day finally comes, when their testimony is complete. And suddenly something changes. The beast that rises from the abyss, the Antichrist, is finally allowed to attack them. For the first time, their protection lifts. For the first time, death is permitted. And the two witnesses fall. Their bodies lie in the streets of Jerusalem. The world watches, and the reaction is chilling. Instead of mourning, the nations celebrate. The earth rejoices. People send gifts to one another. Why? Because the prophets who tormented the world with truth are finally silent. For 3.5 days, their bodies remain exposed. No burial, no honor, only humiliation. But heaven is not finished. Because on the third day, something happens. A breath from God enters their bodies. The witnesses rise to their feet. And terror sweeps across the watching world. The cameras of the earth witness resurrection. Death just lost again. Then a voice thunders from heaven. Come up here. And before the eyes of a stunned planet, the two witnesses ascend into the clouds. Their enemies watch, as the men they tried to erase are carried into glory. Immediately, the earth shakes. A massive earthquake strikes the city. Buildings collapse. Thousands perish. And the survivors are left trembling. Because they have just witnessed something undeniable. You cannot silence the voice God sends. You cannot kill what heaven has appointed. And you cannot stop a mission until God declares it finished. The two witnesses remind us of a terrifying truth. God will always leave a testimony on the earth. Even in the darkest hour of human history. Even when the world hates it. Even when truth is outlawed. Even when the cost is death. Because the final battle of history is not between nations. It is between truth and rebellion. And in that war, God always has witnesses. The question is not whether God will speak. The question is whether the world will listen. Before judgment falls,